Good morning from a wonderfully beautiful morning here this morning in Malta. There's a particular reason I'm recording this video from here, and I wanted to share with you today why I feel every teenager should learn to make money in their teenage years. And it's quite simple. It's to teach them financial resilience, because many of our teenagers tell us that they're worried about the cost of going to college. They're worried about how they're going to get a job after college. They're worried about whether they'll be able to live a lifestyle that they'd like to live in the future. And by having a skill around learning how to make money, it can be hugely useful. And of course, at that age, particularly teenagers, they have time, they've got a skill set, they've got a knowledge, they've got an attitude, and they really do have several ways to make money. Now, I wrote a piece about this on the Savvy Teen blog. I wrote 2 different ones, and it's also an area that we cover within Savvy Teen Academy as well. Now, why did I say that this relates to me being here in Malta? Well, both Monica and I have set up our own businesses years before Savvy Teens was ever a thought in either of our minds, okay? So both of us know a thing or two about generating revenue within a business. And also, those of you who are joining us in Cork, you're also going to meet Olivia. And Olivia also has set up her own business. So the point I'm trying to make is that we will show you ways in which you can apply an entrepreneurial mindset. So whether it is teenagers who are wondering, how do I supplement my lifestyle in college? Or how would I get started in actually running a business? Or those of you that think, well, you know what, I'm not sure I'd like to work in a job, and I'm not sure that I'd like to run a business, but I've heard about freelancing. How would I do that? And all of that boils down to the same thing. It's understanding how to differentiate yourself. It's understanding who might want to pay for whatever it is that you're providing. And then it's about telling those people how to do that. So there's a couple of ways in which we do that within Savvy Teens. We run, now I have to say, it's one of my favorite parts of the week. We run a session around teen entrepreneurship. It's great crack. I have to say, it's really, really great. We also run a session around how to generate revenue as a teenager. And we also bring in guest speakers who have pursued a certain career path. Of course, those of you that would like to talk to Monica and I about how we've done it, of course, you'll absolutely will be delighted to do that. And we tell many of our own stories throughout the week as well. So here's why I believe every teenager should learn to make money. Number 1, it teaches them financial resilience. And that is a massive, massive skill. Number 2, it dramatically reduces their anxiety, because they do genuinely worry about how they're going to fulfill whatever it might be, as I say, their college education, lifestyle, and so on. And number 3, because of course there are opportunities to do that. Now I'm going to give you a couple, right? I used to fill in surveys, market research surveys, in between lectures when I was in college. And then I used to get vouchers for whatever it was that I wanted to spend the money on. Another one, Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs is a great initiative, fantastic initiative, run by the European Union, whereby you can, if your business is between 0 to 3 years, or it's pre-revenue, so let's just say any teenager, when they're finished college, let's say they're 22, or let's say they decide not to go to college and they would like to do this instead, they will be pre-revenue. And they can apply to Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs to work in somebody else's business in a different part of the EU for between 1 to 6 months, funded by the EU. So that's another way in which they can pursue a more full-time entrepreneurial dream. And then, of course, there's a range of other ways that certain organizations that they actively target younger people, maybe who are students in college, or maybe they're teenagers, with a view to offering them job opportunities that are designed specifically for their age group. So we'll talk about all of that. So the key thing, as I say, is that teaching teenagers how to learn, sorry, not teaching them how to learn, teaching them how to make money at that age. It's wonderful. It will serve them for life. And I've mentioned a couple of ways in which we do it. Have a wonderful day. And sorry, I didn't tell you why Malta was appropriate. Apologies. The reason that I'm here is I was speaking yesterday around the future of Europe. And I believe, as I'm sure many of you do too, I believe that the future of Europe obviously is in the way in which we, you and me, as well as the generation coming behind us, how they shape it. And there was a key there's a range of initiatives that I was talking to a number of people here about how that's going to be transforming. So whether that is Erasmus opportunities, about the way in which young people transfer between college. Yesterday, one of the speakers here was somebody from the European digital market, and she is talking about the way in which we're upskilling our young people in digital skills. We do that as well in Savvy Teens, but I'll leave that for another day. And also then we were just talking about the way in which blockchain is developing and so on. And that's why I just thought, you know what, one of the key things that our future young people and our present young people, and indeed all of us, need to learn is financial resilience. And that's why I thought, you know, might be good just to share my thoughts on that. So have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend, and for any of you who would like more information, go to savvyteenacademy.com. Thank you.